This clash on the other side of the groups, we'll see who comes out on top. They don't always for long. Now we'll coming down on Rome.
He's in.
Oh boy. Get the slow on to slow. Scout of the week, not going to connect. 2 flashes burned and the power unleashed on top of a heal, and they're going to be able to secure it. Big Koro with the first blood.
Big plays from Pallet to make. He's looking at his own opportunities, it seems.
All right, Shockwave up, see if he grabs it. No, gets nailed. Oh, flash forward, that's going to pull in too. There's an unbreakable on it. A teleport coming down for Ren. Fix and Flugo got to bail out, and there is not a whole lot of mana there. Let's see if Ren keeps going forward for the flash. A couple of Coles, and Plugo, he's just trying to walk away, but he's got nothing else he can do. Cole in the meek, it's Ren with the kill.
No culling, no summoner spells there for Plugo. Looks like Pallet wants to say something about that as Plugo's hovering bottom.
Ooh, doesn't get knocked by the Scout of the Week, but Pallet has swapped right on in, and now Ul tries to go unleashing the power, and the barrel comes out to secure it up. Venus takes the kill, and you better believe that is an insta-cancel on the TP from Mantarraya. Playing towards the win conditions that they set out for themselves in the pick and ban phase. But now Mantarraya, the tables are turning once again. He's trying to chase down Ren. There's a stop up for just a second. Grasp the Undying, a little extra health back, and he just keeps on sending those spikes into the croc. There's no help coming for him here. He's got no flash this time around. Mantarraya, there's the Righteous Glory. He's almost under tower, flashing forward. My goodness, he hasn't been able to get the rupture just yet, but Mantarraya, how far does he want to go? And he goes a numbing.
That's not even a level 11 Cho'Gath. This guy is unrelenting.
And one on the Shockwave. Pallet's there. Tag his way in. Now, Tyrwolf, he wants to go forward, throws down the Glacial Prison. Let's see if they can get the kill. Mantarraya out of nowhere, tanking off the tower. And there's a lot more Glacial Fissures going on up there. Now, Big Koro, he's got a flash on forward for the root. Can he make the play? Forces the flash into the Wild Growth and Fix. I don't think he expected the turnaround there.
I don't think anyone expected that. There's a Sejuani to Cho'Gath moving, but now Ul's up creek. He wants to make the play. Here they go.
Pallet. Oh, Big Koro playing a dangerous game. Pallet on the front line, looking to get the stun off onto Fix. Rocket jumps away. Stun out of range. And now we're into fights, baby. Now we'll try to get the deletion. He goes down, but he does take Fix with him. It's a 1-for-1 trade up top.
I'm pretty sure we should just 5v5 them.
Yep. Young Generation more than happy to take.
There's a teleport.
Starting. LG see this one happening. There's a Glacial Fissure going to land on too, and they knock him back with the barrel. Unleash the power onto Slow. Oh, they get the stop up onto Ren for the time being, and they cut their losses.
Yeah, unfortunately for Young Generation, Ren's slice was straight into trees, and you can't slice trees with swords, he's just found out. Gets blocked by the terrain, is not going to make it over the wall, but they get the pick onto Slow. No one's there anymore with a Shockwave down to protect that Tristar. Scales super well, and then the Cho'Gath that can deny enemy carries. So damage maybe not a factor. Plugo.
Oh no, we've seen this one a few times, and Plugo unleashed the power on him, and they even Scat of the Week. The shield keeping him alive, and they got a Wild Growth on now. It's KLG's time to tag in. They pull back now, and Fix has got one. Looking for the reset. He even dodges out the Glacial Fissure. That's the double looking for Pallet. Unbreakable. How long will it be? And Fix is backed off for the time being, but KLG, they find 2 kills, including the jungler. TP.
The shield. And now they've caught Ren.
Yep, and there's not a whole lot the Croc can do. Tyrwolf is going to cut him off, and Fix is going to grab himself the 3rd kill. Ren wasn't able to pick one up, and that's when they subbed in Nocti. We might start to see that happen again when we see the games, and now the fight is on. Looking for Noel. Not a lot he can do to get away from this massive Cho'Gath. Redemption comes in, but that's just tickling them with damage. And it's going to be a broken inhibitor. Down in the top side, Castlatin Gamers come in, and they just knock YG back. Even find an angle, they're so far behind.
Well, now they're committed. They kind of have to team fight 5v5. The teleport was used, and Baron's on the board.
Oh, but the hunters become the hunted. Here we go. Tyrwolf on. Looking for Venus. Gets the slow, gets the stun, and all of a sudden the rest of KLG come knocking. The barrel comes out, but it's a party for Chaos Latin Gamers. Shut down, though. Big Koro grabs one.
Got a flank.
Now Noel, he's going to be able to get around the side, scattering the weak. YG getting a little bit low as Mantarraya. Tyrwolf turning. Plugo. Mantarraya gets another eat off onto the support from Young Generation. Ren in the back line, but it's going to be Plugo flashing away, and Mantarraya's doing double time with a double kill, looking for a 3rd. Can he make it happen? It's Naul, and Big Koro going down. That's the last man standing on Young Generation as Mantarraya is still going for the chase.
He's looking for a Righteous Glory. He's just off cooldown.
Anybody in the area from Young Generation, and with how far behind they are, would have been very difficult all the same. So,
but still a desperate fight is the only thing they've got left.
Desperate is definitely the key word there. They're dumping everything they can into Mantarraya, and it's barely tickling him. Still, this KLG squad playing together, playing tight. No minions to speak of in the mid, but they've got them in the top, they've got them in the bottom. And as long as they don't present a target, it is hard to see them going down. That last inhibitor is going to fall, and now they're going to look to close this one out. Mantarraya on the front line gets a knock up onto Venus Redemption to keep them nice and healthy. The minions will still keep coming, but KLG, they just take the nice and easy route.
It's just the Nexus left.
Young Generation, one last desperate attempt to try and save this game, but this tower is already starting to fall. That's one gone down. The fight is also going their way. Mantarraya tanking everything up, and he even gets a need off onto Ren, but Fix has got the final auto attack. Tearwolf tanking through the rest of the Young Generation damage. The final Nexus turret will fall, and soon to be the Nexus. These guys said they wanted to be the next Albix Nox, and this is step one. GG for Chaos Latin Gamers.
Honestly, just a very well-rounded and strong
matchup here between the LeBlanc and the Syndra.
Well, Caps has been from Young Generation. Fnatic, on the other hand, perhaps through the play-in stages. It's World Championship 2017 in Wuhan.
Gonna flash the spear. He's gonna be okay. Still with that CS advantage.
Spear does a lot of damage, so as respecting the fact that that Nidalee could burst him down, here's the unleashed power onto Caps. Jumps away, the flash by Null! Caps is clapped in the mid lane by Null.
Solo kill by Null, and he also had to go flash for no flash. Failure there in terms of the aggressive play that we were looking to see.
There's the chain of corruption, there's the charm, there's the quickness, there's the jump in. Broxah joins the fray as well. And that is a very dead Draven.
4-man bottom, didn't need it, Fat, but we still see Soaz coming in with the ultimate, and that was just the chain CC. They lost control of the bottom side of the map. See 3 people mid as a potential counter from Young Generation. They're gonna try to go for the second clap.
The ward there actually spots them as they come around. Caps knocked back, flash hook, Pallet. That's another kill onto Caps. Pallet will secure it. TP coming in from Soaz to try and save the tower. Meanwhile, bottom lane tower does fall. Fnatic with 1,000 gold ahead.
Where mid is important and bottom is like the second most important up. But look at this. I talked about the lack of flashes earlier. They're gonna go for it now.
Doesn't quite get the connection. Explosive cast knocks him back, but the charm is gonna land in the end as Big Koro caught up, overextended in the top lane, and will eventually fall to Broxah. Reckless was trying to get the kill for himself.
We talked about they have the Glacial Prison, but they also have things like the ultimate from Reckless.
Got a hook onto Broxah as well. The chain of corruption is going to come down. There's the quickness from Jezz as he tries to lock him up. Caps jumps in, but's knocked back by Ren. Good body bot from him. Jezz goes low. Big Koro is now opening up the axes. He's chucking them into the back of Soaz and secures himself a kill. I think I saw 329 extra gold for him as well.
Nice.
Caps.
Looking for Venus, though. He wanted to be able to burst him, but remember, LeBlanc takes a little more time for that. It's a bait. Ren still has Body Slam Flash. Oh, Pallet!
Flash from Pallet. Broxah gets body bopped up. Null's going to get the scat of the week as well, and that is a very dead Sejuani.
They killed the jungler. They killed the top laner. It's up. They just have to avoid the engage. But remember, stand united.
Well, they've still killed Broxah. Perhaps they've killed the hopes of EU. Caps jumping in. Here goes Jezz as well. Baron down to 2,000. Ren gets jumped out of the pit. The Baron falls. It's gone to Young Generation, and they've still got members alive. Jezz is low, but 3 members have died, and it's only Null and Ren who will escape to the backside.
That was bold from Fnatic. Jezz with a fantastic engage onto the back because everybody was getting to the back.
Get one turret, but they might lose their inhibitor tower here. Caps is backing. Baron is going to help them push in. Big Koro, Pallet, and Null going to be able to break the inhibitor line, and Venus is doing a great job of keeping Fnatic alive. Fnatic actually going to chase back onto Venus, but this is an inhibitor gone. For Fnatic, they will get a kill onto the Nidalee, but how much have they lost for this? Venus is still escaping. Eventually they'll knock him, but he's gonna get away, not quite enough! They kill him. What more can Fnatic get from this? Because they lost an inhib in mid. As we're coming into this game, we talked about compositions, we said, Soaz might get caught out in the top lane. Pallet comes in, but here is the damage from the unleashed power. Soaz flashes the wall, but you cannot flash away from the biggest Koro on Young Generation.
They're looking for the Fnatic brush.
Gonna see if they can set up around Young Generation. Here they go from the side box to jump in, looking for Pallet. That Thresh still very tanky though as they knock Fnatic back. Young Generation perhaps want the re-engage now as Ren goes to the front line. A charm from Jezz is a 5-man charm. The knockup. Big Koro still alive and he's gonna pound away on Caps. Ren dead, 2 dead from Young Generation. Fnatic able to collapse, able to get the fight they wanted.
And Null with a beautiful scout of the week there.
Secured, and they will be able to look to push towards the base of Young Generation.
Is Jezz to the back line. They've set it on the desk. Look at that charm. That hits everybody except for the very back line, and then comes through, and no ultimate up just yet, as they have to respect it.
Have to respect the ability to flank in the TP that could come in from Caps.
Whoa,
Back with the scan of the week,
no!
unleash power!
Blasted!
There is a new fragrance on Summoner's Rift. It's bodied by Null.
Well, you got to do something now. There's 20 seconds, though, on Jez's ultimate. Broxa.
Onto Broxa, Chain of Corruption comes out, Soas trying to get onto Null, but meanwhile Big Koro is still alive in the backline. Soas down to half, Fnatic holding onto this tower with their lives.
A pause as Big Koro is stepping forward and oh.
We're going to continue to see that performance as we get back in the game.
And immediately Chain of Corruption is going to come out onto Pallet. There's the Glacial Prism as well. The fight is started, but a great stun with the Scan of the Week. The knockback as well. Unleash power onto Reckless, Soas and Broxa in the midst of the fray. Jez is there as well. Young Generation on the front foot, trying to catch onto Caps, who has got the chains down. The hook lands as well. Now Young Generation realize they cannot take any more of this action. And back away from Fnatic. Caps not done now. Here we go. The team behind, no vision. Here comes Ren. The chain's gonna land, but Ren jumps straight in, knocks Reckless in the wrong way, and now Ren is actually caught off at the back. Young Generation trying to get to their top laner, but he is left out to dry. Reckless gets the kill. Caps jumps onto Big Koro, double chains, but Big Koro turns it right back around in his face, and Caps has to jump away. And they start it up. Caps off towards the side, looking for the flank. Onto Null, jumps in with the Banshees, but here comes the Unleashed power.
My God!
Caps stands united, just saves him though, and still Fnatic on the Baron. Are they going to do this? Because Caps has TP. Caps come back. Here comes Soas. He's teleported in.
Spirit's going in.
HP. Venus jumps in, but they target him down. He doesn't quite get it as Broxa secures it. Now Fnatic still looking for the fight as Pallet perhaps is caught out here. Caps coming in with a teleport and Pallet knocked up. He's going to get taken down as well. The stun into the damage from Reckless. A kill for Fnatic, a Baron as well. And perhaps that is the game for the European representative. Cautious about staying around. Reckless is all by himself here. Caps has a flank.
Yeah, Caps went over to try and flank. They're pushing Soaz up to the top side. Caps now on the left side of this fight. That's a low Elder Dragon. It's below half. There could be bursts coming through and it resets.
It resets, you can hear the audience.
But not completely, not completely. They're walking away. Venus is now, they're gonna try to burst it.
Venus can't quite get there. Broxa does secure it, and now Soaz is looking for the flank. Has the flash, has the taunt. 3 members of Young Generation lining up for him. Caps lands the chains onto Null, and there's the taunt. That is a shutdown on to the Syndra, and Young Generation just able to escape from Jez's. Caps still has that flank position. Koro, Zhonya's keeps him alive, but Koro will escape to the top side. And Fnatic need to just accept that they got the Elder Drake and look for a Generation squad.
Now look at this second inhibitor here.
TP from Caps. Venus is here, has landed a spear on the Baron, down to 6,000. He's looking for the steal. Jez's there in the front line. That's going to be a Baron for Fnatic. Great play from them to pull apart Young Generation's defense.
A little bit more here.
Ren caught out, dodge from Caps. Explosive cast was channeled as well as Ren now looking for the chase, but the jump away from Caps. And now we'll see Fnatic go for a fight on the other side. Chain of Corruption lands, there's a Glacial Prism as well, all onto Pallet. So it goes in, Jez's trying to connect. Blue Inhibitors dies in the bottom lane as Caps takes it down, and now he's going to join the fight. So it's a great bomb stun, Unleash power kills Reckless, but Caps is just going for the Nexus towers here. Fnatic have been forced back. Caps looking to see if he can win this game.
Yeah, they gotta stop him on these Nexus turrets. They might lose one here with the damage from the creeps. Venus getting pulled in from Pallet, and he snaps back. He's trying to finish it, and Null!
He gets it, can't quite take down Null though, and Ren doesn't land the body slam, but the stun does connect. Caps jumps in with the Zhonyas, but Fnatic have lost their 2 carries now, and Young Generation have held on to this game.
4-man scatter the weak. It stunned Reckless. Reckless had to go for a cleanse to get out of it, and then he flashed forward and burst
No
it.
way.
They're going to try to end. They are done with this game.
No way, Zyrene, do they close this out? Chain of Corruption comes in, Fnatic trying to fight it back. Young Generation still alive. Big Koro is down into the GA. Ren's there. They don't have any more damage. Null trying to do what he can. Big Koro survives the Mercurial Scimitar. The knockback onto Broxa. A great locket though, and Pallet lands the hook. Young Generation realize they can't do it because Caps is respawning. Fnatic aren't going to let them go without a fight, but Null blocks them off once again. Broxa has flash here. He will look for the engage from the side. Minions in the bottom lane pushing in. There's a huge wave down there.
Get back.
One Nexus tower. Can they get back? Can they get to the Nexus?
As soon as they get back, though, they don't have the firepower to kill this off and heal simultaneously. They have to do it fast, and there's 30 seconds on the Elder Dragon.
They will escape. It's up to Ren as well to get away here because Caps is trying to chase him down. He realizes
he's spotted. He's dead.
He's on a ward. Is he dead though? We've seen Caps misplay today. It's up to Ren to try and dodge around. The chains connect and Caps jumps in. Goodbye, Ren, says Caps, as eventually he will get the kill on towards this Gragas.
Keeping him alive for as long as possible to delay his death timer. This means that he's stuck, and now it's not already ticking. He wanted to die a little earlier than this.
Will eventually go down though. Caps does secure the kill. Elder Drake up in 2 seconds.
We're seeing more item swaps. GA swapped out for Death's Dance for Big Koro.
It's up to him, it's up to Norl, it's up to Venus who has a death cap of his own. The knockback minion's not quite there. The stun though is gonna land onto Venus. Big Koro chased off towards the side. There's the charm. The Cure Scimitar a little bit too early, but it's still Big Koro surviving. So as
Reckless ending the game.
Unleashed Tower. Reckless says, I don't care about your kills. I want a Nexus. The best 50 gold he secured this game.
Reckless ends.